Welcome to another edition of Dan Frequently Asked Questions. In this edition, we'll be discussing the implications of femoral head necrosis and diving. Keep watching. We got a question from a diver saying that they suffered from ischemic, aseptic femoral necrosis due to a fracture, not due to diving, because as some of you may know, it is associated with especially commercial diving and occasionally recreational diving. This individual continues by asking, "I'm not sure whether I can do scuba diving with this condition, and my orthopedic doctor has just told me to carry on living normally. I haven't actually got a clear statement from a diving medical authority about whether or not I can continue diving." Can you dive with femoral head necrosis, and may it in fact even increase your chances of developing decompression illness? Well, that's quite a complicated question, but the biggest issue to address is whether or not your femur is stable enough for the additional rigors of carrying heavy diving gear and the activities surrounding diving. Diving as such is weightless and will not strain your hip at all, but the boat ride, getting in and out of the boat, and donning and doffing your diving equipment may put significant additional stresses on your hip, as may walking with your gear on your back. So my recommendation to you, if your orthopedic surgeon has in fact confirmed that your femoral head has stabilized, would be to consider managing your femoral head like you would take care of a hip replacement. Remember, hip replacements, when these are done, aren't permanent. They only last about 15, and if you're very fortunate, for 20 years. And it depends very much on how well you look after them. Now, in your case, taking care of your existing hip may delay a possible later need for hip replacement, and the preventative measures you take would be the same than when you've had a hip replacement. In other words, don't subject your hip to undue stresses that will cause deformity and pain. I hope that addresses your question, and until next time, safe diving.